Hey everyone, Ed here from the Great Indoors, and today we are on our way to Ashland, Ohio, and the Fiesta Charra Mexican Buffet. We're here at the Travel America in Lodi, filling up on gas, and gas is only $2.79. So I'm pretty happy. Michelle's getting her snackies, and I'm gonna fill up, get some snacks for the car, and away we go. All right, we'll pick it up when we get to Fiesta Charra Mexican Buffet. Like, comment, and subscribe to the Great Indoors with Ed and Michelle. Okay, we are here in Ashland, Worcester area, and look at that. Right over there is the Ashland Worcester Drive-In, which we were at maybe a week or two ago doing a video. And that's what triggered my memory, because we were getting comments from that video. Why did not you go to next door, Fiesta Charra? It's a Mexican buffet, and you know how we love our buffets. So we're back here in Ashland, and we're going to check out Fiesta Charra Mexican Restaurant. They have a lunch buffet that's $10.99 on Saturdays. How cool is that? I think Michelle's already in there. All right, let's get in there and check it out. Okay, the hours of operation, they're open 7 days a week. Every day they open at 11, and more often than that they close at 9:30, except for Friday and Saturday where they're open till 10:30. All right. Okay. We have daily specials. I think that's, I'm trying to read what that number is over there. Tacos, Tuesday, they have $2.49 burritos. Ladies' night half off on Wednesdays for margaritas. Saturday is $2 off fajitas. And Thursday half price margaritas. That's pretty cool. All right, I don't know. I think we got to pay it first. So let's... So Michelle, you were talking the other day about El Rodeo and how you miss it, and there was one in Menor, but they kind of, what happened with it? It was like,
it's still on Menor Avenue, but they moved to a new location, and they're over by the mall now, Great Lakes Mall.
Well, we haven't really been to a Mexican buffet since then.
No.
So this is really a treat for both of us, isn't it?
Right.
All right, so look at this selection over here. It's beautiful. I mean, for $10.99, they have a lot of options. They have the ground beef over here, the beef tips. I didn't see that on El Rodeo's, you know, and shredded chicken. There's some refried beans, some Spanish rice. Looks like some queso, Michelle, and some corn. And what do you got here? Veggie fajitas. And what is that? Pollo a la crema. Now, I'm probably butchering some of this stuff, so bear with me. There's some mixed fajitas over here, and carnitas, which is pork, burritos, enchiladas, and chili, whatever that word is right there. I'm not going to even attempt, okay? And what do you got so far, Michelle?
The beef tips, and chicken.
All right, and it smells really good. And look at that, they have some salad over here, a little brown on some of it, so that would be what you would go with your taco if you're making a taco. We got some Jell-O and some oranges and some cheese, pico de gallo, and some chopped tomatoes, and I don't know. This is probably sour cream. Yeah, I would have to say that's sour cream. And way back there is some jalapenos. Oh, look at this. They even have, is that taquitos? Taquitos. All right, and there's some shells, soft shell shells, and this looks like some more like cinnamon chips, possibly. I don't know. And you can make your own pita shell over there. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. They have like Oreo cookies here, Michelle. Isn't that? Wow. What do you got there?
Well, beef tips,
right.
Chicken, mixed veggies.
What is that?
Enchiladas.
Enchilada? Oh.
And then the one over here, the pan over here.
Ooh, I like your shirt. Taco and tequila. Isn't that from El Palenque?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carnitas.
No.
No, it looks like that right there. Right over that. Or no, it's down there, the enchiladas. Yeah.
I know, but you asked me what.
No, I was wondering what that was. Oh, that over there. Okay.
Right there.
Polo a la crema. Okay.
Just something new to try.
All right. I'll be getting my food and then I'll join you at the table.
Okay.
Like, comment, and subscribe to The Great Indoors with Ed and Michelle. This is a beautiful place here. They have, I love the seating they have here. And there's an outdoor eating, it's open. Okay. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Yeah, there's like an outdoor, I'm not going to go out because the door might lock on me. But you can eat outside. It's a little chilly out. It's only like 40 degrees out. And what's back here? Another eating area. And I like how there's, a ramp this way so you don't have to go down steps. This is like a party area, a special event room like that. All right. Very nice. Okay, I get greeted at the table with, look at this. Look at these chips we got here. That's beautiful. And they each gave us our own separate bowl of salsa. One for me, one for Michelle.
All right.
And what are you going in for first over there?
The beef tips, because I never tried Mexican beef tips before.
All right.
Oh, wow.
That's the chips. Fresh tasting. The salsa is very good, not too hot. You'll like it, Michelle.
Oh, that is so tender.
Oh yeah. Well, wow, you're getting into that. I'm gonna go up to the buffet and get some of what my first plate. Keep on talking.
That new concoction that we right there, that is actually really good. Nice and tender. The cheese is like beef is in there and cheese. But if you know what that is, that'd be great. But it's great. Everything's in some Spanish, so I don't know my Spanish like I should. But very good. Going in for my enchilada. Nice. Clean silverware, which is always a bonus. But there we go inside the taco enchilada. Oh, it's all apart on me. It's okay.
Hang on. Okay, I got my first plate, guys. And I ended up going with a burrito. It's right here. That's the burrito here. And the meat fell out, so now I know it's a beef burrito. And I think this is a taquito. It looks like much nicer than the ones that you see at Speedway. I'm going to break it apart for you. Give you an idea what it looks like on the inside.
It's not a crab leg?
It looks like there's chicken in there. Very nice. Someone's trying to call me, so I gotta. Okay. I'm gonna give this a try. Oh yeah, much better than what I got at Speedway.
Maybe Jose's back there.
Yes, chicken. And there's some peppers in there. Very good. You should try this. Michelle, if you get a chance. A taquito. Aren't those chips good? Look at all that. That's good. Oh yeah. $10.99. $9.99 for all this. Look at that. Let's see what the Spanish rice is like. Oh, yeah. So far, so good. The first plate is really good. How are you coming over there for your first plate, Michelle?
Very well. Everything is very tender and hot.
Yeah, that's the one thing you always worry about a buffet. You don't know if the food is going to be temperature-wise hot for you. And so far, so good. Everything is like really, really nice heat to it. Spicy and hot temperature. All right. Like, comment, and subscribe to The Great Indoors. I'm going to eat this, and I'll go get another plate. When Michelle gets another plate, and we'll bring you guys back. Okay, I went with, on my second plate, I made my own tacos there. They don't have the soft shell tacos. They only have the hard shell. And I thought, initially when I was looking at the buffet, I thought that this was, but this is kind of like a cheese thing. I think it's like...
Quesadilla?
Yeah, it's like, a cheese quesadilla. It's very, like it's locked in there, but I think there's cheese in there. I can't tell. No. I don't know. Let's find out. I don't know. I think it's just bread. There's no cheese in there. I don't know. But there's sour cream on that. I put some tomato and some lettuce, and let's go. That's good. Yeah. Whoop. You get ready to say something, Michelle?
They put out what I'm going to make next. Taco shells. Taco, like what we had at Wendy's. Taco salad. Make sure you check out that video. We had taco salads at Wendy's. I'm going to try this place's taco salad. I'm going to see if I can recreate it here. To try it.
What do you got there, Michelle?
More than beef tips, because that is really good. It's marinated very nicely. And then fajita mix.
Okay.
And it's their mixed vegetable. It has yellow squash, peppers, onions, and like right all in there is all what you have. But I can't have the bread because of the fajitas. I could have one, but I'm having the chips.
Right.
But I rather save it towards like the taco shell. So
I'm just saying, there's a little strange flavor to the meat here. I mean, everything else that I had was really good, but I don't know. You could tell it's like one step away from Taco Bell. But you know what? For the price, I'm not going to complain. I've had, the ground meat is just different. I don't know. I'm liking it, but you could tell that it's not the highest quality. Okay. I'm not. Ooh, what is that? Queso? Now you were saying
it's a cheese dip, and it's very liquidy. So if you come here, make sure you take the bowl with you.
Pick it up and see how much. Show them how much of a drippage. Yeah, that's pretty drippy.
Yeah, so be careful.
Put it in the comments and let me know what kind of. Do you like your cheese queso? I think it is to be like thicker, or do you want it watery like that?
I like it thicker because then it doesn't get all over your clothes.
Yeah.
And take souvenirs home.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure that dip just had a good time over there on your shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank goodness. I wear dark clothes.
Yeah. You can see where it dropped, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to get back into my tacos. All right. I will say this. This salsa is outstanding. My little bowl is running low. Nice. I'll get a little bit more for Michelle. All right. Got to keep those salsa bowls nice and filled. Beautiful. Get some nice on there. Oh, yeah. Okay, Michelle really put a nice little spread together over there. We got the pita shell. What is that?
No, it's a taco shell.
Yeah.
Because I made a taco salad like we had at our Wendy's,
Right.
like I was saying in the past. And then this is how I remember how I had to make it for Wendy's. You put the lettuce at the bottom,
Right.
and then the tomatoes, and then the chili meat,
Okay.
but it's ground meat here, cheese, so you can make the cheese ooze out and melt,
Yeah.
and the shell is nice and soft and homemade. They're homemade taco shells.
They don't have cheddar cheese here. They have like a white cheese.
Yeah, it's
right?
probably their Mexican flavor cheese.
Right.
But it will do. And then topped it with sour cream because they don't have salsa dressing. But it's all right too.
You need more tea?
I need more napkins, please.
I got it.
Thank you.
Gracias. Yep.
That's the one word we.
Hola
Gracias.
and-
Hola.
Nada. Thank you, thank you.
Well, see, she speaks American. All right. Okay. But that's my concoction, how I made my taco salads at Wendy's.
Look at that. We just got the bill. $29. That is a tremendous deal because we both got drinks added in. And the drinks, I believe, were, hold on here, $2.75 a piece plus tax. So
That's cheaper than
that's
anywhere.
a very good deal. Yeah. I'm not going to complain about anything because, to be honest with you, this is a fantastic deal here.
And then here, I wanted to spread that open for you.
Yeah.
I didn't put traditional. I put pico de mayo.
Pico de Mayo. Yes, that's Pico de Gallo. Yeah.
Yeah. But it gives it a little more
That
kick.
just reminds me, the phone call that we got was a carpet cleaning job that we have on Pico de Mayo. Or,
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. So I'll be, instead of eating Mexican food on Cinco de Mayo, I'll be cleaning carpets for a Chinese restaurant.
There you go. They're pico.
Yeah. That smell, I could even smell the garlic and everything in there, yeah.
See, I like a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
I can take regular tomatoes, but when you have more flavor to it, go for it.
That's right. Okay, she's going in for the Pico de Gallo. Or Pico, Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Gallo.
That's really spicy. But
Well, hey, that's what you wanted, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. All right, I'm going to go get my next plate, and I don't think I could do as good as what you did there. That looks really, really good, Michelle. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I found the soft shell tacos. Look at this. The young man up there was making like fajitas for himself, and I thanked him because I wouldn't have known where they were had he not pointed it out to me. So I took some hints from him. I put some of that rice in there, and there's like the fajita vegetables, the onions and the green peppers on both of them, and there's the pork that I added in there on both of them. So what do you? And ooh, look at Michelle. You are really getting into that, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
All right. Let me see if I can handle this for you guys. I'm going to try to close it like that. I have it. I got it. Okay.
You got a simple plan.
Yes. Right there is where I'm going to go with that.
I'll be right with you guys.
Oh yeah, that was worth it right there. That one bite right there, so good. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I saw the young man that was showing me around up there. He was putting the queso, I think it is.
Yes.
I'm gonna just try a little bit on there. They don't give you a spoon. At least we don't have a spoon. So I'm gonna try that on there like that. What do you think, Michelle? Would you do that?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I told you, cheese makes everything better.
Now let's do this. The salsa make it better. I think I'm playing with fire on that one. I don't know if that's going to work. Put it in the comments and let me know would you have done that. Okay? It's good, but I would rather go with that. That makes more sense to me than salsa on now.
He's picking up my dirty habits, picking up my bad habits.
That's the way to go. Put some of that cheese on there, and away we go, man.
We're just gearing up for Wisconsin next summer. Thank you, Maverick.
Okay, this is going to be my final plate. Last but not least, you know. And I got a bit of that rice, and those are the tips that Michelle had earlier. And I put some of that cheese on top of that. And then another one about taquitos. And look at that, a couple Oreo cookies to go with it, you know. Look at how it blends all together. There's like a tomato in there with the meat and the rice. Looking good. Oh yeah. Yeah, that cheese kind of sets everything off just right. It wouldn't be the same without that cheese on there. It gives it that nice little smoothness to it to help it all go down in the right place. Wow, what a way to finish, huh? This was good. I really enjoyed this, huh, Michelle? I got a little bit on my black shirt too, so don't feel bad, okay? We both wore black shirts because we knew what we're getting ourselves into here.
Well, gracias.
Yes. Oh, you're more than welcome. Hola.
Aqua.
So, Michelle, what did you think of Fiesta Charra here in Ashland?
It was very good. The only drawback, they needed to have some kind of Mexican soup, like any kind, like chicken tortilla or tortilla soup.
Yeah.
It was the only drawback. You know, you want to try the full experience since they had churros for dessert, but they should have like a soup just to kick off your meal before you start the buffet.
All in all, I really enjoyed it. For the price, you can't beat that. And, you know, yeah, the ground meat was a little different, but it wasn't bad. It was just different, okay?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to get used to it. Like you get used to anything if you really try, like eating tacos at Taco Bell. You eat it long enough, you get used to it. And when you don't get it like that, it's like, whoa, that's different, you know? And I don't mean different in a bad way. I think different is good. You know, that's what makes...
different seasonings, you know, it can set some palates off differently. That's why I always get water, so you could try, like, make sure you're tasting the right thing.
That's right.
When you wash it down with a soda or a pop, it doesn't have the same taste to it.
But I would definitely consider coming back here again, but next time I'd want to come for dinner and see if it's any different for the dinner price. And the dinner price is only $13.99. So, wow.
$3 difference, you know?
Yeah.
You're spending it more in gas coming from wherever you are from.
But that's why I want to go to downtown Ashland to go check out the bank that was used in the Shawshank Redemption. So at least we're going to get 2 for the price of 1 in this area and make it a real video.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's go check it out.
Gracias. Hola.
Okay, that's the bank that was used in the Shawshank Redemption from 1994. And it's 19 West Main Street. And when we were here back in 2019, they were celebrating the 25-year anniversary, and we were able to get in there, and because they had the teller there that was signing autographs for from the movie, and they just celebrated the 30-year anniversary back in last year. I think it was in August, but we didn't make it to that one. But I'm going to cut across the street and show you what I could see, and then I'm going to add a clip from our previous video when we were here back in 2019. So, all right. Okay, we're standing outside the bank where Andy goes in to get his money after he escapes from the prison. And this is actually now Crosby Advisory Group. And they actually still have the inside set up just the way it was in the movie. This is the bank where Andy Dufresne comes in to take his money out. And there's Michelle. And there's the bank teller, the actual bank teller that he's talked to in the movie. There's the safe too, exactly the way it was in the movie, Michelle. Exactly. For us.
Yes, the bank that was in in the movie Shawshank Redemption
Yeah.
is open Monday through Friday, normal business hours, 9 to 5, and they actually can take you into the vault, turn on all the lights. So
Right.
that's something to look into too.
Well, I mentioned that we have the footage from our 2019 trip here. And I remember actually coming in here too to look around because they have the knight in shining armor. I'm going to ask them inside if they remember the antique store that had the door and everything.
Yeah, she didn't know anything about it, the massage therapist, but the one I was inquiring about.
Oh,
So-
you were inquiring here though, right?
No.
You were at a massage therapist you were at?
It was.
How'd you end up at are you at Deshaun Watson or something like that? Okay.
No, I wish because he could pay for it.
Okay.
But no, she's upstairs on top of the bank, and she
Oh.
was closing up for the day.
She was on top. Oh, okay. I see
well,
how it
I'm
is.
sorry, I'm not into girls, only guys.
Okay.
Okay.
This is Masterminds in downtown Ashland, and check it out, you guys. They have all these games, classic games, and I can remember when I was a kid, I used to play Risk. Me and my buddy Vance would play Risk, but these are updated, like newer versions with Star Wars. I'm talking way back in the 70s. And look at that, they even have Civil War Captain America Risk. Man, this might be the original one right here, this one over here. That is so cool. How did you guys come to all these toys? All these games?
Well, we purchased them from just bought them. It came with the place was bought in 2021 by the current owners, and it came from a lot of the previous owners had stuff. But
Yeah.
we buy stuff from like conventions,
Yeah.
word of mouth. Like if people go, "Hey, we really like this game. I think you guys would like it. We'll buy it." But we also take gently used games as long as they come with all the parts.
Right.
And so yeah, we've had a lot of donations. A lot of our kids' games came in from a specific donor. It was it was very nice.
I have a lot of people that watch us that are into the toys and the conventions things. And if you guys are ever, you have a website or something like that I could click?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I will put a link in the description to your website so that when you guys are going to go to a convention, you know, not everyone lives in Ohio.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
how are you going to the local? I think there's a Comic-Con coming up in September or something like that. Or
We typically go to what's the name?
Origins.
Origins.
Origins?
Down in Columbus, because that's
Yeah,
typically where a lot of the
that's
conventions
great
stuff
because
are.
the people that I'm speaking of are in Columbus, so they'll definitely be going to that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah,
They have a game that all my cat lovers' moms.
Crazy Cat Lady. Oh yeah,
Isn't that cool?
you want to get that? I might want to buy a Risk game. I haven't.
Well, who are you gonna play with?
I don't know.
Thank you. Sorry.
You don't want to play Risk? I'd play Risk. Look at that. They even had a Jaws game. How the heck? I didn't even know some of these games even existed. I'm going to put a link to their website in the description of this video so you guys could check it out for yourself.
Look at that. Goonies.
Wow. Yeah, the other thing that drew my attention, I hate to say this, was the pinball machines, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I remember the Black Knight when this is an updated version, but the Black Knight goes way back. And I think there's also a Black Knight slot machine too. So I would probably want to play this one, you know. But this is cool having this here. Was this also here before, or did you add these in?
These are recent. These are within
Yeah.
the last 6 months, I would say, that
Wow.
we've gotten these. We've got the 5 up here, and we do have 5 more in the back. Although, unfortunately, right now, Halloween
Yeah.
is not working. But we've got 5 more in the back.
This is awesome. Thank you for letting me show around for you guys, okay?
Absolutely, absolutely.
This is very nice of you.
Masterminds must be having your master head. They have your favorite drink of all choices. No Pepsi.
Oh, Coca-Cola? Oh,
Coca-Cola.
I
and
love you
Pepsi.
guys. Okay. All right.
That's a mastermind.
Okay, I was ready to buy a Risk game, and tell me what you just told me.
So we're actually a board game library. So you come in, you pay $5 per person to come in and play as many games as you'd like for as long as we're open. That
Yeah.
includes all day, even if you leave and come back. You can get a VIP membership, and it's dependent on how many people you want to be on that VIP
Right.
membership if you're going to come in a lot. It's really worth it if you're really into games.
Do you have like clubs, like where certain groups come every day, or or like that, because there's another place out in Menor on the Lake that has like tournaments and stuff like that, where they have like gaming tournaments and stuff.
We don't, but we're not remiss to that.
Yeah.
I mean, we do run, like, have people come in and play D&D in the back.
Yeah, that's what I mean. One of those kind of games. That could. I grew up in the '80s, and I just remember sitting around tables and playing that, and it's gotten, you know.
Oh yeah. We have my brother's actually our DM here.
Yeah.
And he has a group that's upwards of 11 people when
Yeah.
they're all here. And he runs a couple D&D campaigns here.
Yeah.
And we've had a group last week. We had a group that came in to do their D&D campaign. We've had other people come in and do it, and it's a fun place for people to be able to sit down and get food while they're doing it, and just to be able to be loud and proud and geeky.
Yeah. I love those earrings you have. That really makes the whole vibe over there like that, you know.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for being so cool over there and let us show around. If I lived right around here, I would be coming here all the time. I hate to say that. You got to open one in Lake County, okay?
We'll try that one.
Yeah.
We'll try that one.
All right. Thank you.
Strategizing your mind.
This is the back room of Mastermind. I heard one of the machines making a noise. There's Cactus Canyon. And it looks like Halloween is out of commission. They were mentioning that, but look at that. They even have a Jaws machine. You could play the Jaws game up front and play the pinball machine. Looks like Godzilla, the Japanese version of Godzilla. Wow. And Star Wars. Oh, look at the Death Star over there. That is some cool stuff. And the gang is all here, the original gang. Luke, R2-D2, Princess Leia, and Han Solo. Very cool. What is all this here? Looks like, oh, look at that, like a thing from an elevator over here. That is some cool stuff. This is the back. This is a cool place. I love this. It looks like stuff from Shawshank Redemption or something. I don't know. It's from that age of the 40s and 50s. And there's Santa Claus there too. Very nice. Mastermind Escape Room and Game Library. Okay. Very nice. I'm going to get my milkshake now. I ordered a milkshake here. I think these are escape rooms over here. That's probably what it is. All right. Check this out, you guys. Look at that vanilla. It's got sprinkles because we are winners, right? And remember that commercial with Progressive? You don't get sprinkles. Look at, and there's a little cherry on top.
I'm Mike. This is Kate.
And Michelle's gonna get. She's got a peanut butter with strawberry ice cream in hers. Very cool. Okay, there's Michelle's strawberry and peanut butter milkshake. I never heard of that that combination before. I guess I haven't been around that much. But give it a try, Michelle. Let me know what you think.
Well, it's got strawberries on top with cream. Can't go wrong. And peanut butter is always delicious. And strawberry, I got to get my fruit in.
Yeah. It's very thick. My vanilla is very thick. I'm glad that they give you the straws that are not paper. And they're thick, too. They're like round. So they can handle the thickness of the ice cream.
Even with my big mouth. Oh, that is delicious.
Yeah. She's very good at her job. She does a little, works up front, makes awesome milkshakes, and an excellent hostess.
Absolutely.
And Mike and Kate, they're premium members here too. So if you ever come here, you'll probably run into them, especially on the weekend, and they'll show you around. Good people, fun, a very fun environment. I could see why.
Ask for Mike to describe your games because he is a T.
What?
Okay. He's already laughing at me, but okay.
Yeah.
Ask for Mike. Have a Mike party.
See that? You're going to have people coming here requesting you instead of anything else, okay?
Yes. And
Way to
then
go, Michelle.
And then he'll take you.
Every game is.
Oh, sure, right. Okay. He has an instruction
He's a Game
booklet.
Boy, okay? There you
That's
go.
right. He was named after that, too. So,
Well-
but they referred us to try a pizza shop, Mike and Kate, Leaning Tower Pizza.
In Mansfield, Ohio, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then you come and play board games with Mike. Make sure you ask for Mike at the Masterminds, okay?
Future videos waiting to happen.
Okay, the 3 M's, Masterminds and Mike, are a winner. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, too, for being here all the way to the end of the video. We love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Awesome.